Welcome at Sharing Time at Life of a Happy CEO. It's oh, my Skype is popping up. The Oh god, why can't I never just immediately begin? So my head is a little bit hectic, I think, today, because and it doesn't help that I thought I need to start up Skype, but I need to record the video now already, so oh gosh, I would really want to delete this thing if I didn't have that rule of never deleting anything. Can just as well start again, right? Because now Skype is asking me all these difficult questions. Okay, let's do it. Because in 15 minutes I'm going to have an introduction call with one of the speakers of my virtual summit, so that's super exciting. And I'm so surprised to see the difference in myself, because there's like no nerve at all. And I used to be a little bit nervous, especially because this is like the first person I'm talking to in the round of inviting speakers. So it's been a while, and that often makes me more nervous. And now and she's quite famous too. So yeah, there's like this perfect recipe for being nervous, and I'm just really excited, and I feel so much more of a positive flow while organizing this virtual summit. I feel more in a positive flow anyway. I spent a few weeks being really stressed about arranging everything for Thailand, where I'm going to leave in a few days already. And then this last weekend I got drunk and it's so wonderful. It just catapulted me back into this trust and happiness and just the flow of life. And I've been receiving so many great ideas since then. I've been having more sales. I feel so much flow in how I'm organizing the summit, which I started last week. Last week I spoke to the festival spirit. I just spent a whole day being with her, with the mindset part. I made these sheets where I put like what I liked about last time, what I wish for this one, and all the intention setting. And then this week I actually started inviting the speakers. And I've had so many people reacting positive already and are willing to speak on this one. At the same time, I'm putting up better boundaries for myself. I've been much more clearly on what I want from the speaker. So my emails were actually, I would expect that maybe more people would say no, because I've not been such a pushover this time. I was like, okay, so if you speak on the summit, you are willing to do this and this and this, where in the past I would more so focus on the benefits of a speaker, and I would be like, and I hope that you also promote with the summit and help a little bit with some things. And now it was just like, okay, you give the workshop and you help with this and you do this and blah, blah, blah. So the tone was really different. And actually it didn't put people up so much, and I'm wondering if it's just because I'm doing what feels really true to me, and which is just in alignment with me, and that maybe is why it is flowing so much, and I'm looking forward to it. I also noticed there are still a lot of blocks that I'm facing. Oh my god, I'm so incredibly aware this week how much of business growth is blocked by just our own mindset. I mean, I've heard those things before, that people saying like, oh, it's 80% mindset and just 20% tactics. And oh man, I would almost say it's maybe 100% mindset. If you just have the right mindset, all the other stuff will fall in place. And that doesn't seem like, if you haven't seen it like I've seen it this week, it can seem so hard to believe, because you don't see where you are blocking yourself. Like, of course, you see little parts of it, which can make you feel like, yeah, I understand that maybe 30% is mindset. I get that. But you're seeing so much less than what is actually blocking you right now. I mean, at least that was what's true for me. And I assume it's the same for all of us because we're quite alike in the end. And yeah, I just... For instance, I had this idea that I couldn't do an all access pass for my summit. I thought all the speakers would say no because they would find it too, how do you call it in English? Like commercial? No, that's another thing. Yeah, you know, like just too salesy. Yeah, too salesy. And then I did it, and it just became this big success. And there was one speaker who had a problem with it, and that was it. No one else. And I found a way to fix it with him and to do it in a way that felt good to him. So, yeah, what I wanted to say is I do notice that I still have these limiting beliefs that, for instance, I want to work with volunteers for the festival this time. And let me just first finish that other side road I was taking. Now that I look back, I can see so many things from which I thought that's never going to work. And for months or sometimes years, I didn't do something because I thought it would not work. Then eventually I did it, and it appeared to just be fine and not a problem at all. So I see how many of those things where I really thought something was objectively not possible were just in my own head. And so then I notice now that I feel this wonderful flow, but that doesn't mean that I'm not facing stuff, you know? It's just more comfortable right now to face stuff because it doesn't... I feel empowered to heal it when I notice, oh, I'm blocking myself. I'm noticing it in the first time, so I'm not just being frustrated that things don't work out. I notice, okay, this is because of my mindset. And then I feel empowered to heal it, and then I go do that, and then I can just move on. And it's actually a really fun process, and it doesn't matter so much that I'm constantly needing to look within and heal stuff. So for instance, now with the volunteers, every time when I do the festival, I'm a bit frustrated with how much work it is and how boring the work is. And so I thought last time, maybe I only do a next festival if I can work with volunteers. So I wrote the email this week to invite volunteers to help me with this next summit. And pooh, you know, that brought up a lot of stuff. I noticed that I felt really guilty for asking people to help me for free. Well, I would give them a free all access pass to the summit, so there's like a bit of a compensation, and I want to send them a nice little present in the mail. But basically free, you know, not like on payroll or anything. And I thought, how am I allowed to do that when I myself am making probably quite some money off the summit? And it's, of course, I would have loved to hire help, and I do feel like my financial situation is not good enough for that yet, or I'm not entirely sure if the summit will be able to provide for that. But yeah, it feels weird, even though I myself have volunteered on festivals where I knew that the organization was getting paid. So yeah, that felt, and I came into this realization that I still feel like it needs to take some work for me to earn money. And I thought, what if I just work with these volunteers? They do all these boring, like not in a condescending way or something, but just like, whoa, they are doing all the boring tasks that I don't enjoy doing, and that aren't so bad if you just do a little part of it as a volunteer. But if you have to do the whole thing, it's really annoying. So what if I let them what if they do that for me, and I just only have to do a little bit of work for the summit? It's still a lot of work, but you know, I all of a sudden thought, whoa, what if it's actually going to be easy to make money with this summit? What if I'm actually just going to enjoy every part of it and have a lot of less tasks than the past year and still benefit from it? And there was a part of me that felt so incredibly uncomfortable with that, like, oh, that's not allowed, that's not okay. And I don't really know what it is yet because I have to dive into this topic. So now I'm just pausing sending out the email. I'm going to look within, and then I can send it next week or so when it feels in flow and the energy is right. And oh my god, I'm looking so much forward to all of these things. And it has been snowing here this last night, so I started my day with a walk in the snow forest, which is extra special because it's the end of November, or actually it's the 1st of December today. But because I'm flying in a few days, I thought I wouldn't be seeing any snow this winter, because I'm in Thailand on some sort of tropical beach, which makes me feel even more excited about how wonderful my life is right now. But that makes it extra special that I still have like the snow part of this winter, even though I only have 1 week of winter this year. So yeah, I'm really excited. I have to go to the speaker call right now or prepare a little bit before we go talk, and I hopefully see you soon.